What is up, Slimeball61 here, and today I'll be reviewing the t34 3. This tank is really fun if you're actually looking to buy a tier 8 medium. What I like about the tank right here is I have Armor Spectre open right now. So I'm looking at the armor right now. It has a really good cast turret like the Type 59. But you gotta be careful in this because right here is a really weak spot. They only have 1300 health though, and this comes with a 122 alpha gun that does 400 alpha and has a 4.5 rounds per minute, which adds equals 13.6 second reload when you have gun rammer. The average penetration on this 122 millimeter is 175. It's heat. It comes with heat. Its heat penetration is 270 average. And it has 2.6 second aim time if you have all the specs for it. Looking right here, it has 5 degrees of gun depression, which is pretty decent for these for 122 millimeter for this low cast armor. It has 90 millimeters here. If you're used to angling a t34, this will be a really good thing to angle. You can angle this and make it so it bounce shots, but you gotta be careful of this drive wheel right here. Because they will, if you angle this too much, they will shoot that instead of shooting the upper glacis. So you gotta go in the middle, right about there. So it makes it decent, but lower glacis can still be pinnable. Now, the DPM on this is probably the lowest out of mediums, but its alpha is pretty good. I can't think of any medium that has a 400 alpha except a t34-2. T34-2 has a lower alpha. I have 2 replays today. Sorry for the inconvenience, but I'll show 2 of them after I show you what I like to run with this. Personally, what I like to run with this is a gun rammer, improved optics, and then I like to run improved modules. Then I like to run the Hands gun lane drive, and I like to run the refined gun. I like to run the refined gun so I get better accuracy, because the accuracy is not very good. I would recommend running improved assembly. The 80 hit points, in my opinion, helps you out because you have the lowest amount of hit points out of mediums. You're like light tank hit points, like the RU. I like to run the engine accelerator so I can get to my positions really quickly. I like the improved optics. I run for... So, spotting range in that, I wouldn't recommend running camo net because this is not a tank you should be medium to long range. I'd run the toolbox so you can repair your tracks quicker, and I'd run, the last one's your choice, which one you like better. Now let's get into the replays after I turn the sound down. Okay, let's start with the first one. First one, I'm looking around. When I first start, I look around to see where is everyone positioned so I can make the best play. So I'm thinking right now is I see a medium and a light here. So I'm thinking right now I have 2 TDs. I must get those TDs spotted, and I know if I go here on a meet 3 or 4 more tanks there. So it's better if I go right at this situation. I also see we have 3 heavies on our team, a medium, and a light. So this team is really balanced. T71 leaves me, but I know I need to go here because I'm not going to go against all those guys. He goes and sits in the back of the map, not using the tank to spotting capabilities. Oh well. So I go here to spot for a team. I like to go here in the T62A2 because it has the same amount of gun depression. This tank would be really good for those people that want to get the T62A because of its 5 degrees of gun depression. So is the Mod 1. But this tank has only 90 millimeters. It would help you angle more than that and make it so you would actually have a good time, good chance of angling, so you can get better at a T62A. Right here, I fully aim. That's a really fast, but accuracy gets me on that one. But right there, the aim time is 2.6. You can see how fast that aim went down and aimed on that target. With a regular 122 millimeter, you would have to wait a long time for that aim time. That's one pro of this tank. Another pro of this tank while you're watching, it has 90 millimeters of armor. I put a snapshot there. It has 90 millimeters of armor in the front on upper glacis, which is about T34's. T34 has less, but the turret is where it shines more or less. It's kind of like T62A. People won't shoot at your turret if they have the body. So if you wiggle that body and make it so it's hard pin. Since I'm going to reload right now, I keep the building there, and I keep that WC Blaze from shooting me. So I just shoot him. I miss, because I didn't leave my shot. I know I'm not going to poke out as much, because that WZ Blaze there. So I know I can use this hill, and I can take out this LTTB that's coming right back up. I'm reloaded it right now, so I'm just going to try to put one in. I missed, so I'm just going to go for the ram. I'm just going to keep him. I'm just going to keep him in front of me. I'm face-hogging him right now. What he's seen is a really hard target. I keep him in front of me. Now I keep this. WC is going to come around the corner. I'm going to try to side scrape one. He puts one into my upper glacis. So now he's dead. Now I'm looking at my team thinking, what's going to happen next? So I see this CDC is going to run right in there. I'm going to come around this corner and maybe clear him. But he ran by, so I'm thinking, if I sit here, this T34 is going to have a hard time. I see this IS-2 looking too. So I wait for this T34 to get a little greedy on me and try to come out with a shot. So this Anton helps, because he wouldn't be able to take a snapshot like that. So I'm up to 1,000 damage right now with 740 blocked. So now I'm going to help get rid of this T34-76. I'm going to wait until I'm reloaded before I come around this corner, because it's good to have a round when you come around the corner so you have a chance to actually getting damage in. I know right at the rear ends of these tanks are really weak, so I put a HE shell back in his rear end. I'm on reload now. This Hessling should finish him off. Or I just go around the corner and finish him off. I do. I go around the corner and finish him off. My teammates finishing off the other team. Now I'm looking for this IS. I don't know where he went. I haven't spotted him, but I'm just driving around until I see him. So I'm guessing he might be around the ship, but you never know. I'm hopefully guessing he's AFK. Because he's AFK, that would be free damage for me. That means easier thing. Since he said that, I'm thinking, now he's spotted, and I'm thinking, I'm going to go up. But I'm guessing, since he hasn't turned around to see the T-71, that he's AFK. So I come up, I wait for the aim time to go down. I put one in the turret, finish him off. This tank is harder, it's one of the harder tanks to play with its gun depression. It's not like it's 59. 59 has 7 degrees, has 2 more degrees than you do. So going hold down is a lot easier. These tanks, you have to think of unique gameplay. They're unique. Because I can't always think of 2 tanks at tier 8 that are mediums that have a 400 alpha. And this is one of the tanks. The other one's the T34 too. You're probably thinking, what's the difference between one of them? This one has a better enriched version and has a really good fire rate. So I'm thinking the TDs would have gone right there. This is what I'd not recommend, to go down this corridor unless you're very sure that you don't have TDs or enemies there. I was very sure about that because I would have spotted them by now going there. So that's why I'm pushing up. You gotta be careful going right down these corridors because there's going to be TDs usually at tier 10 or at tier 8 or anything. So I put a heat shell into his turret. I get a high roll for that, and then I'm gonna try to face hug him. He gets a lucky shot into me, a snapshot. I'm waiting for my team to come help me because it's not worth pushing on him. I put a shot into him. He's already took and have my hit points. I go for the ram. And I'm looking, and I'm thinking the enemy's on the other side, so I'm thinking I can clear this Jack Panzer if I get a shot into him. But I need to be reserved about this because I only have 477 hit points. I'm going to come up and I see this Waffle Tractor. I'm thinking I'm going to load a HE and be lucky to get one in. This SU really wants me to go in front, but I'm not really because I don't want to waste my hit points if I don't have to. I'm thinking I'm going to load back to AP and I see this ISU. I'm thinking he looks. I'll put it back up. He puts one into the side. Now I'm thinking when I dropped Renlin, I'm hoping he's going to shoot the SU 122-44 because that would have been a smarter decision. I tracked him. He's used his repair kit. He shot the SU 122-44. Now I know this ISU is cleared. So I know the biggest threat I had is cleared. This Jack Panzer plots one. I clear him. Now I see this Glacial. The Glacial is shot, so I know this is now the time to push up. But I'm also thinking right here, if I go, I can't go back. Okay. There's this WT Waffle Tractor. He could be looking down this corridor right here. So I'm kind of looking while I'm going. I see he's behind that Maz, so I know I can push up now. I know there's a lightweight with a TD dealing with there. I'm going to try to put one into him. He backs up. Now look towards him to see the TD needs help. TD doesn't need help. And lightweight's dealt with. I'm also watching for that Waffle Tractor. I load HE. He doesn't pull back far enough. But I know he's shot because he just hit my friendly heavy on my left. So I know this Glacial needs to be cleared. And I'm also watching that lightweight. The lightweight's now being cleared. So now I don't have to worry about my right. So I try to put one into his track and wreck. So now I'm going to try to bait him into the object 704 that's right behind me. He tries to clear me. I put one 4x roll. I try to move forward to try to get him face hug. My team clears him because he pushed up trying to get rid of me. It was a good trade for me. 100 hit points for 500. This tank, I really like this tank. Personally, I'm actually going to buy it myself. It's a unique tank. It's kind of like the T34. It's not how you picture how to play it. It's a harder tank to play, but that genre of learning how to play, and there's a wide group for skill in this tank because you don't see this tank very often. So you might get a good player, you might get a bad player. This tank is, personally, it's hard to play this at times, but it's really fun to play this at times. It does make decent credits. It's 175 credit coefficient, which is pretty decent for Tier 8. That's the same as a Mod 1. And the shows are 1,400 and 608. HE are really, really fun to use because they're 61. So you can load, and you guys can also have 90 rounds worth of ammunition. In a 59, you only have 34 rounds of 100mm rounds, and this has really faster aim time. A 59 has a 4.1 second after tricked out with gun lane drive and vertical stabilizer. But the vertical stabilizer on this tank just makes it go down by 0.2. I'd rather have the accuracy in my shot penetrate than having a quicker aim by 0.2 seconds because the aim time's already fast enough. It's fast, almost as fast as a T62A. How I describe how to play this would be like a T62A. You gotta be aggressive, but you gotta wait out. It's a longer reload. That's what I have for today. Tune out.